just thinking that somebody's going to come and save you. But you saved yourself. And I know that that came from in a time when you entered into the Marines. Can you tell me about that day where you went to the recruitment office?
Sure. It's a thank you for that, by the way, because the Marine Corps, going into the Marine Corps, enlisting in the United States Marine Corps was the best decision I have ever made in my entire life. Entire life. I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't think there'll ever be, never say never, never say always, but I don't believe anything is going to top that,
Mhm.
because it really took me from a life of no direction to a life of absolute direction. And so the Marine Corps, for me, it taught me how to be a man, how to stand tall, be proud, be part of something bigger than myself. Think about the unit, the mission first, as opposed to thinking about myself.
Mhm.
And it was just it was a whim too. It wasn't like I was planning on going to the recruiting office. I was a skinny, scrawny 17-year-old high school student walking out of a McDonald's on Jamaica Avenue in Queens. And I just happened to walk by the door, and that door happened to be there with a gold seal on there.
Mhm.
And I share this part because it's different than now, and it was after 1973, so everything after 1973 was voluntary. So everybody enlisting in the military after January of 1973, they did so on a voluntary basis. So we all should applaud everybody that's doing that. They weren't drafted in there and say you have to do it.
Mhm.
And so when I went in, it was 1978. And so 1978 is only 3 years removed from the end of the Vietnam War. So there were not long lines at the recruiting station. It was just a much, much different world. We treated our military much differently back then than we do now. And however, I was looking, when I looked at it, I looked at it as an opportunity to grow as an individual and to make a difference in not only my life, but the country.
Mm. I love that. And you were in, how long were you in the Marines?
So 6 years, I was a machine gunner for 2 years. I was an MP for a year, and then I worked at a military prison for 3 years.
Oh, wow. Okay. And
Yeah.
then when you came out, you moved into law enforcement. So you have
Yes,
kind of a little bit of a base ground for that.
I
Uh,
did.
what was it, 20, I seen 2,400 DUI arrests. So how did that
Hmm.
influence your approach to responsibility?
Well, the highway patrol for me was an amazing experience. But you go from a military organization to a paramilitary organization. And I know it sounds pretty similar, but it's not,
Mm.
because really the Marine Corps is really about the unit and everybody having collective success. The Highway Patrol and law enforcement, it's really about the individual. You are part of a team, but not really. I mean, as soon as they say, okay, go get him, Tiger, you're getting in your patrol car and you're going out there by yourself.
Hmm.
So you're not acting as a unit. Although, just like any brand, you can tarnish the brand. One person can tarnish the brand.